Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Coming out with it, it's Maddox. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. He's got the tight end. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're
turning it on! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Wide open downfield. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you, and it's...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. A stop in behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it. He'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the reasons this offense is so...
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. The 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab on the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. Let's go! On the move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it up to 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, USC! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Runs through the tackle. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Give to the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go up top on 2nd and short, using his feet to buy time. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on fourth down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
He'll set up to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojan. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
And there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Finds a man on the left and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Makes the grab. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. After all that, it winds up even better than they could have imagined as they get the 2-pointer. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. Big play, takes him into bust territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he makes the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Hawaii. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Floating away. Breaks into the open. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. It's complete to the right. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. First and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Gets it past the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Long way to go for this offense. First and 10 from their own 12. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Let's see what they've got on second down. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one...
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. It's caught. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Fires to the middle. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Fires one high and deep. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback will keep it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The most important thing is they were able to get the first down. I don't care how you get it, how many yards you get it by. So you're staying on the field, but you know the sense of urgency now has gone up even a little bit more because you've got to score.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Wants to fire on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Quickly out to the tight end. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going for 6. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
Man, you did the hard part. Put a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now? Go for the 2-point conversion? Or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
was out behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Third and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to walk it off with a long field goal here in overtime. And he got it! The kick is good! Wins the game in overtime!
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.